I call it the impossible cinema because it's really devoted to films that people couldn't see otherwise and that are not available generally. And I think part of it is to get across the idea that there's a kind of mythology often about films that everything that somehow is available is all there is, you know, and therefore people can make judgments about what were the best films of this year or that year, assuming that we've seen everything or that we are in a position to know about everything, when in fact I think we never do know that much about, because there's always things that we miss. Most really long films can be shown, you know, like as a mini-series, and then it's not so difficult for people if they, in terms of how they see it. So I think there's sometimes a lot of obfuscation that goes on. I mean, the film of Jacques Rivette, Out One, was considered impossible and ridiculous for anybody to even want to see for years and years. And then it became very popular and fashionable. So, you know, for people to see it now. So I think it's, these things are always very relative and subject to change, I think, in terms of what is possible or not possible or difficult or easy or, and so on. For me, what film criticism does is it doesn't provide the first word about film and it doesn't provide the last word. It intervenes in the middle of a discussion, and I think it's sort of like if it's doing its job, it should improve the level of a public discussion of film, and that's what I'm hoping to do. I think most of the teaching I've done in recent years that's mattered the most to me has been at a wonderful school that unfortunately is ending this year, called the Film Factory, that was started by Bellatar in Sarajevo. And I've been there 4 separate times, and you know, since it started, which was just 2 or 3 years ago. And so a lot of my approach to teaching has come from the experience I had of teaching there, which is basically showing films that I like and talking about them with people, that's all. That's what it comes down to. It's not, I don't have prepared lectures. I'm really much more interested in dialogue than in monologues. Yes, in certain ways. I mean, one of the things that I find interesting for me is that I have a website which was started just after I retired from the Chicago Reader, where I wrote for 25 years. And it was 20 years. And I actually feel like I'm more a member of a community now than I was when I was writing for a targeted audience inside Chicago. And my audience now is spread out all over the world, but it's more interactive in a particular way, and it's more focused because of the particular interests. So I actually feel that it's more a community